Hello, I'm Seleena and I'm a zine maker. I love to make zines. I've been making zines for like over 20 years. I started out making zines with my friends, then I made them by myself, then I made them for art purposes, for commissions, for community groups, in workshops, and I still make them for myself. I'm going to talk to you about some of my favourite zines that I love and then some zines of mine that I also really like. One of my favourite zines ever is Shotgun Seamstress. This is a collection of all the zines in book form. But this is a zine by Osa Ote. She is a black punk and her zine is about black punks. So there's interviews with bands, there's reviews, there's rants, there's think pieces, and when I discovered this zine it kind of really inspired me and want to make something similar. But yeah, this is one of my favourite zines of all time. Another one of my favourite zines that I used to get many years ago, then it stopped being made, then it came back out for a one-off, is Colouring Outside the Lines by Melanie Madison. And this is a collection of interviews with female artists from all over the world. I really love the in-depth of the interviews in this zine. I've discovered many different artists that I wouldn't have known about. I used to read it before I had easy internet access, so it was not as easy to find out about different artists. But yeah, this is a brilliant one too. Another one of my favourite zines is by my favourite zine maker called Holly Cassio. So she makes a variety of zines about a number of things, but she has a comic zine called Cool Schmool, which has had 3 issues, and in that there are kind of like personal comics. There's some about mental health, there's some about the things that she loves, there's things about her day-to-day life. They're just really fun, really meaningful and also really relatable as well. Lastly, I'm going to show a zine that is by another artist I really admire called Safa Khan. Everything they make is beautiful. This is a zine I always bring to workshops with me to show people just because of the way it's made. Just this front cover alone is gorgeous. So yeah, they make zines about kind of mental health, race, creating their different art forms. So yeah, they also publish zines as well for other people. So anything by Safa Khan I recommend. So some of the zines that I've made or I've had a hand in making that are some of my personal favourites is this one called Brown Girls. So this one is directly inspired by the Shotgun Seamstress zine. So after reading that I wanted to make something similar that was about me and my race, and things I loved, things I hated as well, rants and raves. So yeah, I've made 4 issues of Brown Girls now. The first one was just all me, and then as the time went on I've had submissions from people, artwork, interviews, reviews. So yeah, very similar to Shotgun Seamstress. Yes, that's Brown Girls. Another one that I'm very proud of, this is the zine I am most proud of, is called Poor Lass. So this I create with a friend of mine called Em. So we call ourselves editors. We don't edit things, we just take submissions. So this one we started to give working class people a platform and a voice. So we did 7 issues overall, and each issue had a theme, whether that was like education, relationships, family, race. So in each zine we got submissions from other people where they told their story in their own voice, and that was what was most important about Poor Lass, was creating a space for working class people to tell their stories. We've now made it into a podcast, and this was a special one-off zine for a live event that we did, but I think the zine was just very important. It really made me realise why I love making zines. And lastly, this is probably one of the most fun zines that I've done. What's Your Flavour, which is a zine about crisps. So I've done 2 issues of this. So it's me and other people who submit to my zine, who talk about the crisps they love, the crisps that they miss, kind of reviews, drawings, all sorts of crisp related content. I didn't realise there were so many other people that were obsessed with crisps as much as me. So when I made this, I discovered that, and it's just a really, really fun one to put out, and lots of people seem to enjoy it. So yeah, one of the reasons I love making zines is because they are fun. I make them, I'm very hands-on when I make them, so I cut things out, stick things down, so it's a really nice process to do. I love reading other people's zines because I like reading about other people. I love zines that are about fandom, where people are passionate. They're a really good tool for marginalised people to get their voice out there and tell their stories. You can learn so much from a zine, and the possibilities of making a zine are endless. So this is one of the many reasons why I love zines.